You seem angry, Eminem. And then he stopped being angry and was like, hey man, you got to get angry again because
this is whatever.
This is way worse.
You are bad at being on drugs.
Now you're rapping at Trump. This feels this feels like a mistake, Eminem.
And listen, we all wanted to do it. You know?
Yeah.
we all thought about it. You know. Only you and YG executed it.
And everybody was proud of YG for it.
I really wasn't mad at that song.
Because he could have been out wearing dress shoes and murdering people. But
yeah, I'm scared of YG.
I'm terrified of YG. I didn't even like saying that joke.
No. When he put the dress shoes on, you're like, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say nothing.
The government growing babies. Microchips in your anus. All koala bears are racist. The ozone layer owes me money. Martians invented turkey stuffing. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
Bang, 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 skeet, skeet, skeet. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Mama Told Me.
The podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove that when Kevin Hart got in that car accident with his side piece and then he ran away, it wasn't an accident. It was, in fact, an assassination attempt because he was on his way to buy the rights to Think Like a Man 3. That's right. The man was going to own it all, and Hollywood stepped in to try to murder.
They weren't ready for the truth of TM3. They didn't know what to do with TM2.
They were terrified.
They couldn't have that again. They'd be in an uproar.
They were like Kevin Hart and Michael Ealy in a single film. This is crazy.
Turtle from Entourage. Now we have real star power.
Terrence J. acting.
Terrence J. I don't think he was acting. I think he thought it was a documentary.
Terrence J. kind of being himself.
Yeah. Like, what's he gonna do? What is he talking about? He's talking about fraternities and shit. What's he ever doing? Terrence J really loves that fraternity that he's
Terrence J, he loves the Q's, man. He's really committed. he's committed more than he is to any version of working hard or being talented. So
you don't think Terrence J is talented?
I do not. I'm going to go. I'm going to be very direct and passionate about this. And I know, listen, look, I get it. Hosting is a talent in and of itself. Like there's a skill there that I fully acknowledge. Everybody cannot be a great host. That said, we all could do better than Terrence J. I truly believe that with all of my heart.
Is it that you don't find him charming?
I'm not sure anyone finds him charming.
Do you think Roxy was doing all the heavy lifting?
I think that him and Roxy were, I think this is now known, him and Roxy were fucking at one point. And I think that meant that there was a complicated tethering of their persons.
I will say that was one of my least favorite. That was one of my least favorite 106 and Park duos.
Yeah, no, the Bow Wow era was better than
Bow Wow was, you know who I liked? I liked AJ and Free.
Everybody loved AJ and Free.
Where's AJ?
He went on to be on the E! Entertainment Network and shit.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he cut his dreads and he became like a very like I talk about E! Shit kind of guy.
Like he's on the Soup.
No, he's not that fun. He's more like Oscar recaps type shit.
Okay, but he's still getting a bag.
No, he's getting a bag. AJ's still cooking. Free, unfortunately, I don't know is necessarily. She tried rapping for a little bit, and then
they always try rapping. It's like nobody wants to hear you rap Angie Martinez.
Yeah, no, you can go ahead, shut that off, sister.
We don't like it.
Nah.
So Free's gone. Man, I want Free to be okay.
The only thing I know about Free after 106 in Park is that ass stay fat. You always check on that. And that she was on a Whisper Song remix That
Free was?
that Free was, and
Wait
she
till you
was
see my
being
dick.
nasty.
No.
Free was being
Free?
downright disgusting on that Whisper Song remix.
I didn't even know. I did not know. Man, dog, you want to feel old. I just Googled it. 23 years ago.
Was when 106 in Park started?
Yeah, was when AJ and Free were on 106
Fuck.
in Park. That can't be right.
No, it's right. I was in high school. I was watching that shit, and maybe it was middle school even.
What year did you graduate high school?
09. No, that's not true. 05.
I was like, whoa.
No.
I graduated in 05.
Yeah,
I was
05.
like, damn, Langston's young as hell.
No. Let me be clear. I'm old enough to forget.
Yeah. I'm old enough that like my 20th is coming, and I'm like, I gotta book like 2 more TV gigs, and then I'll go.
Can't show up like I am right now.
No, I gotta be better than them.
Yeah.
Did you go to your 10-year reunion?
I went to my 10-year.
I didn't go.
It was actually really fun. There were some weird elements to it. Like there were like 3 girls that just weren't invited because the people organizing it didn't fuck with them. And it was like, hey y'all, I don't know if this is right, but
did they not come? Did they crash?
No, they didn't crash, and I get why they don't fuck with them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm like oblivious to why there's infighting happening here, but then at the same time, it was like I don't know. Legally, this feels a little.
You gotta give everybody a shot. You know, like, come on, man. I get it. Like, were they like problematic girls, like jail time or something like that?
Yeah, it wasn't as far as jail time, but it was like a lot of like still trying to fist fight in their 30s type shit.
I get it, but you gotta give everybody a shot. Because there's probably fades they had been wanting to run since 05.
No, let's be clear. There are people who wanted to beat me up that were still a part of that, and vice versa. There were people who I wanted to give a knuckle sandwich or two that I still had to be like, oh man, that's cool. You sell insurance now? That's crazy.
See, yeah, I didn't go. I was gonna go, and then this is how long ago it was. I got a show at the Comedy Store that I felt like I couldn't miss. I know, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as hell. And I was like, I gotta stay in LA and work on my dream.
Man, this is my first time in the belly room. I can't.
Yeah, it's the belly room. That's 2 rooms away from the big leagues. So I didn't go. But then I saw pictures and I was like, I'm kind of glad I didn't go.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
I don't really like anybody. We're gonna take a class of 05 football picture. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we should get into our conspiracy.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Day.
Sorry.
No, what are you apologizing? This is our chaos. This is why. Yeah. This is what we do best.
I think there's probably somebody out there deciding whether or not they're going to go to their 10.
And if that's the case, I would say go and maybe be the person that causes chaos. Be the person.
Be the one who fucks people.
Yeah,
show up and just fuck people.
Show up and make a married couple question everything.
Yeah, get hot. Spend this next 6 months just in the gym, no carbs, and then show up and just fuck on everybody.
They do now publish the crash diets that celebrities go on to be like sexy Marvel motherfuckers. You can access that shit. The workouts are a lot, but you can handle it. Get sexy and destroy a family at your 10-year reunion.
I did see that from the pictures of my 10-year. We had a couple snipers. We had a couple snipers. You were quiet in health class, but I always knew you were sitting on that. And showed up and let it be known.
I showed up and everybody looked like Lieutenant Dan. It was a true who's who of survivors, of vets, just limping their way through.
Oh no, we had a couple people get hot.
Nope.
Damn. He said nope.
That didn't happen for me.
Oof.
Everybody I had a crush on.
Were you single at yours? You were single back then?
No, I was fully married. So maybe,
Oh, damn. That's
but
not as exciting.
yeah, but my brain ain't uncalibrated to like, oh shit, such and such got bad, and my
Mine
brain.
is. I've been on TV now. What's up?
I'm saying I can still see it. I don't.
Oh,
There's no
okay.
part of me that's like questioning. You know what I mean? I'm not like married brain where I'm like, I didn't even notice there were bitches here. I thought,
Okay, yeah, you took it in.
yeah. I'm like, I'm scoping. I'm trying to see what's happening this way, and buddy, shut it down. We can go ahead and turn down the factory for the night.
05, try to survive. Yuck.
Yeah, man.
That's a bummer.
We have a conspiracy today that I would say Olivia pitched. Olivia, it's safe to say, sort of prompted this conversation and then introduced a few deep dive parts to it that we were both excited to talk about. If we can find the right phrasing for this, I would say, and feel free to correct me if there's a better way of saying this. I think it would be like, my mama told me that the Super Bowl was demonic.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, I think that's as close as, I think it's just any type of like major concert. It feels like there's like an outpouring of demonic shit that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure people were throwing it up at All-Star Weekend, which was in Utah, weirdly, and then a white guy wins the dunk contest. What's that all about?
Yeah, it's a white guy winning the dunk contest, and Post Malone is like your headliner. It all feels very intentionally white in a way.
I'm
that's
saying
like,
this right now.
crazy.
If they take basketball from us, I have a gun and I'll go to the streets.
You know what? I also have a gun and I'll join you.
If they find a way to take I can't live here like that.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what's going to be crazy if they do somehow find a way to become champions of basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If like Luka truly becomes what a bunch of white guys have dreamt Luka could be, because Luka's a phenomenal player.
Jokic plays for my team. I get it.
They want Luka to be LeBron's like the man who LeBron will eventually have to hand a basketball to and say, you are the greatest scorer, not me. You're the best.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the personality. Luka sucks.
They want that for him, and if
I know, but he sucks. You see that guy sucks.
It feels like a very like if that happens, we're then gonna have to deal with all the shit with like, oh, maybe you're not that athletic, and maybe y'all ain't like real motherfuckers. Maybe you're just clowns. It feels like it's gonna bleed into every part of our culture.
I see it coming down the pipe. I'm nervous, man.
Yeah.
I got no friend in this village.
That's what it's gonna be for basketball soon.
Yeah, no, they're gonna question everything. They're gonna be like, is growing up in a black neighborhood even that challenging?
Yeah, then they're gonna start rapping more.
Yeah, and when we rap, they're gonna be like, he ain't even.
Because you know what I noticed about them? They just like fast rapping. If you could just rap fast, that's good to them.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna all come out rapping all fast.
Right. Yeah. No, they love multi-syllabic fast raps. That's
what
their
I'm
shit.
saying. Was Eminem great? Yes. Did he also kind of rap like a weirdo? Who like he was rapping about killing his mom. That's not.
Yeah, no, and if it wasn't his mom,
it was yeah.
It was his wife.
Those are the bars I need to get me through my youth.
Yeah. No, like, I mean, Eminem's whole like rap career is like Bob Hope set. You know what I mean? It's just him being like, yeah, get me out of here with these broads. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. I think he hates women.
Yeah,
it was always
just hate women.
Cartoonish violent. It's like this fat girl ate my whole leg like an egg roll. And you're like, what? I don't know. I think this is good.
I will say that the initiation of this conversation came from Rihanna's performance at the Super Bowl. and a number of articles that Olivia sent us that basically suggest that she was connecting herself not only to devil worship and sort of demonic imagery, but also the Illuminati simultaneously. There were a lot of Illuminati suggestions. It's a real fucking fruit salad of crazy demon shit that they're saying she's a part of.
I mean, I do think the one thing is just The Rock. I think everybody, she threw up The Rock. And I feel like for years, people have been trying to say that The Rock is, I don't think that throwing up The Rock is demonic. I think some of the other shit could be. I think it was just, that was what they were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I agree.
Like, it just happens to be a triangle above your forehead.
It's a diamond.
It's a diamond.
It's supposed to be a diamond, although hers was very triangular for the first time in a weird way that felt so like confusing, if nothing else, because
I am looking at it. She did do a triangle. Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
The Rock, because that's what I was on. I'm like, oh, she's throwing up the Rockefeller shit. It's like a Rock Nation, I guess now.
Yeah, she's on Rock Nation.
Right. But Rockefeller shit, and maybe Rock Nation is a triangle. Maybe he brought it in a little bit and he was like, yeah, we on that triangle shit now. But it used to be a fucking diamond, if I'm not mistaken.
It was a diamond. And she did throw up a triangle wearing all red. Also, why was she wearing all red?
Yeah, it felt like Delta shit. Like I didn't understand if like Rihanna pledged, and you know what I mean. And she's like, "This is my probate. I'm coming out as a DST for life."
It was like, because it was like, why? None of those. I guess the Chiefs have red. Was that like her silent like going for Mahomes? No, because I can't imagine she likes Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think she likes Patrick Mahomes. I think
although she likes LeBron.
Yeah, but LeBron ain't Patrick Mahomes. LeBron loves black people. Patrick Mahomes is like,
he'd rather us not.
Yeah,
has he acknowledged it?
Yeah, I feel like Patrick Mahomes did that one commercial with Jake from State Farm, and he was like, "That'll do, niggers. That'll."
His dad's black as hell, though.
Yeah, his dad's black as hell, but you ain't never seen them interact too much.
I saw him hug after the Super Bowl. It was amazing.
Yeah, I think it's like how you hug the other team. You know what I mean? It's like,
yo, you really want this guy to not be close to his father?
I think his father's terribly close to him. I think he wants to be in his son's life. Yeah. But I don't think that Patrick Mahomes is like turning to his father for advice. Do you know what I mean?
His father's not like it's not like LeBron's dad. His father.
I get it. His father is very much in his life. His father played professional football. I think all of the reasons for Patrick Mahomes to be connected to his father are there. I think he just knows that nigga and is like, I'm okay.
He is mad, niggers. He was smoking a Philly blunt.
Yeah.
He was like, what are you doing? He's like, we're smoking on a Philly pack. How does he even know?
Yeah. No, he shouldn't even know that lingo because he's 60, but that didn't stop him.
All right, that's fair. But back to the Rihanna, I do think that here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
If there was a pop star, a black pop star, who I think would worship the devil, I think it would be Rihanna.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're saying one, you get one that you're like, my first guess of who worships the devil in the black pop space, and your first thought goes to Rihanna.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think the devil is sexy. She's very sexy. I think the devil is well dressed. She's very well. I think, like, if it wouldn't be Beyonce.
You don't think Beyonce would ever worship the devil?
She's a soldier for the Lord, for sure. 100%. No questions asked.
You think Beyonce's like attending virtual church on Sundays? And shit.
She's from Houston.
Yeah.
Now Rihanna's from the island. That's where they made up voodoo.
Yeah, Barbados. She's from a very I dare say the most voodoo of the islands. Where I'm like,
Preach on it.
Where I'm like, I bet they be doing voodoo down there.
Come
Like,
on.
the stereotype would be like Haiti or fucking Jamaica or whatever the fuck it is. It's more Haiti, I guess, would be maybe the most like stereotypical. But I bet those like little smaller islands, that's where they really cook.
That's where they really get. That's what I'm saying. And she just like, you know what I mean? She smokes weed.
Stay off the damn weed.
She smokes hella weed. Like Beyonce doesn't smoke weed. Beyonce, I think, has maybe a wine problem that we don't talk about, but she does not. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Rihanna seems more in tune with the devil than any other pop starlet that's black that I can think of.
Yeah. Fuck.
Like you can see it now that you think about it.
Yeah, I don't want it to be true. But I don't mind my Rihanna a little devil worshipy. I don't know.
I like it better.
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't leave a bad
dangerous
taste in my mouth. Yeah. I like that she truly is just bad girl Riri all the time. And this isn't just like a haircut and a character kind of thing.
No, I think she put A$AP Rocky onto the devil.
You think that's how they hit it off? That he was like, "Yo, you opened up my devil eye."
I think they hit it off, and then they were laying there afterwards. She lit up a blunt, and she said something kind of like, "You know, dark energy is the same as light energy," or some shit like that. And then she brought him in. I think for sure. And now he's fully in.
And he was like, "What'd you say?" And she was like, "Oh, nothing, Rocky." And then rolled over, and he was like, "Huh." And then in the morning, pancakes, they're chilling. He was like, "I want to talk a little bit more about that dark light thing." And she was like, "I'm glad you asked." And
she took his hand. She took him to the basement. They killed a goat.
Yeah. And she like stood behind him like Patrick Swayze and Ghost while they killed the goat together.
Yeah,
like,
she made him kill the goat.
Yeah, it was really, but it was like they did it together and there's this weird bonding in it.
Yeah, and she was like whispering in his ear while he was cutting it on the altar. And then I think and that's how she got pregnant.
And she was like, "I don't know, you could drink the blood if you like." And he's like, he's like, "For real?" It's like, "Yeah, no, it's not gonna hurt you or anything." He's like, "All right, try it."
And now look at them, beautiful.
He's like, "I'm from New York. I'll try anything once."
Yeah, he was already open to it. He was already open to it.
Yeah.
And now look at him on the cover of British Vogue.
I will say that the harrowing amount of accusations being thrown at him of being somehow gay for
he put two in Rihanna. What are you talking about? Like, we gotta chill on that.
For having sex with the most beautiful woman on the planet is somehow making him like a cuck is the wildest, funniest thing.
It's haters, bro. It's all hate. It really, like, I don't like to chalk shit up to haters. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah.
Right? But that's like that. What else could that possibly be?
It's not love.
He put two in Rihanna back to back, and you have the nerve to fix your mouth to say this guy's gay? That's the least gay shit I've ever heard of anybody doing. Stole her career. She can't work while she can't work while she's got babies in her. I mean, she can.
She can.
But she can't like a bunch.
Right. She can't do it forever the way that she normally. Yeah.
She's a billionaire. She's probably not coming back.
I had a pretty lengthy debate with my wife and a friend yesterday because they were saying they didn't want them to get married. They were like, "Yo,
what?
I don't want them to get married. She's a billionaire. It just feels like he's coming in." And it's like, y'all don't get to do that.
No, you
don't get to do that.
You didn't want to be happy? Were they married? One was your wife. Was the other lady married?
Yeah, well, it was my wife, and the other lady was not married. No,
is she happy?
She is happy. I think she's a very happy person.
That's fair. I was wilding.
But I think the suggestion felt terribly like some shit that like we men used to say in 2004. Where we were like still accusing women constantly of being gold diggers and just marrying for money. And it's like, no, y'all don't get to like go through the same eras we went through and pretend like it's progress. You know what I mean? Every black woman I know is having sex with a white man and accusing people of like trying to take her money. And it's like, hey, bitch, we evolved. Y'all got to get past this shit too. You got to grow up and know that all this stuff is, they should be married if that's what they want.
Also, Rocky wasn't light coming in.
No, he didn't show up like.
She's a billionaire, but he's still a millionaire.
Multi-millionaire.
And I would say at some point the difference is negligible, right? It like becomes, it's not a difference in lifestyle as much as it's just like numbers on a computer screen, right?
Yeah, and more than anything, he didn't show up with a fucking bindle on a stick.
Right.
He's a mega platinum performing artist.
Right.
We're nearly as thirsty for new ASAP Rocky music as we are for not for Rihanna music.
Yeah, I would not go that far.
Yeah, but we all like his music quite a bit. I'd say it's well received.
He's a model. He was doing well. He was doing well.
He hangs out with Tyler the Creator and Frank Ocean.
Yeah, it was cool for him. It wasn't like he's not like.
No,
I think they should get married. I think it's beautiful. I do think if they get married, though, I don't think she comes back. I don't think we get a lot of Rihanna ever again.
Whoa!
Why would
you think she's gonna? Do you think she's gonna do something before she goes there? Then is she gonna? Give us one more taste?
I think she's gonna Lauryn Hill. I think she's out.
Oh, she's just going to make an acoustic album and then be like, I'm done.
I think she likes having kids. She married her version of a Marley. And I think that's how she's going to live. Why would you? You're a billionaire. She's not old, right? Rihanna's
she's 34, 35.
Yeah, she's younger than us.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just go off with your billions and run Savage Fenty? Why would you? Being an entertainer is daunting.
Yeah,
seems like it sucks. Like, she got a bill. Who cares?
I have to imagine there's a part of her that's sort of going through that Eddie Murphy shit where for those that are unfamiliar, Eddie Murphy at the age of I want to say like 27 basically said like, yo, every time I perform now, it's not fun because I'm doing too well. That like people scream so fervently throughout my entire thing and laugh at every joke so hard that it truly lacks anything. Like I don't feel shit anymore because it doesn't even feel honest. And then he just walked away from comedy maybe forever. You can't really go back.
I get that, man. You seen Jerry Seinfeld do comedy? It's trash, bro.
Yeah, it's
but
nobody's more painful things I've ever witnessed.
I fell asleep watching this dude Judd Apatow one time. Like, that shit sucks. But like, if people like, I get it, man. I give me on 2 more TV shows, you'll never see me again.
I don't know what I would do after one special. I think if I get like a dope hour that everybody is like, that's a heater, I might just call it quits.
Bro, you think I want to keep going to Great Falls, Montana? Forever? Forever?
Yeah, no, it's too much.
No, man, I'm gonna write a book or whatever you do after this.
Okay, so let's return to this devil worshiping conversation because I do think a few things need to be addressed. But one of the things you brought up was the fact that she's dressed in all red. And I should note that I think, and I'm not 100% sure, but certainly Twitter seems to be of the belief that the all red was actually an homage to Andre Leon Talley, that she was wearing a very iconic jacket.
The designer?
The
big black guy?
Yeah, the now dead big black designer who
that documentary on him.
A big old puffy red coat in a very iconic picture of him. And she then was wearing that coat for the performance.
Interesting. I always thought he could fight, that guy.
All right.
I don't know why.
Just because he was huge?
Yeah, and just in interviews, he always seemed like there was a low he always just seemed like there was he was just holding it back, but there was a high capacity for violence. But okay, so when did he die though?
He died,
It
I
wasn't that
believe.
recent, was it?
It was like a year and a half ago, maybe something like that.
That feels like a long time to do that.
Here's what I will say, though, in relation to Andre Leon Talley did spend the bulk of his life worshiping white women, specifically Anna Wintour, who some could argue is, in fact, the devil. And his devil worshiping could be some sort of like deep third, sort of like off the beaten path reference to Rihanna's worship of the devil, if that makes sense.
Here's the thing, though. To me, I don't believe that Rihanna worships white women.
Yes, but I do think she acknowledges that they are the devil. Or devils, rather, that they are part of the grander devil universe.
Right.
I don't think she absolves them from their existence in this shit.
Well, I think that we need to go right now to, do we think the devil is black or white?
Oh, this was part of our debate even the other night, because you sort of were taking a very hard stance that D'Angelo is the devil, and I've only seen the devil as a white man. I've never once in my mind, even in Tales from the Crypt, when they end up making the devil a black man, I'm like, y'all just being silly. That's like Hamilton. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is Devil Hamilton.
I mean, now I'm going to go with this too. I'm going to say, I'm with Rihanna, where it's like, I don't even know if the devil's all bad.
So you don't see the devil as a white man?
No, I don't. No, I don't see the devil as a white man.
Yeah.
Which, saying it out loud, sounds coonish for some reason.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have said that.
Yo, that
should
make me feel so bad.
You might as well have picked up a music box and started doing a jig. You know what I mean?
Yo. I felt like I said massa. That's crazy. No, I can't be the only black person who doesn't feel like the devil's a white person.
You ain't gonna get
this is dark. This is fucked up.
I'm not over there with you, bro. This is, for me, the devil is a big old sturdy chested white man,
like a Paul Bunyan type.
I'm thinking more like the deep voice dude from Seinfeld. You know what I mean? The
one that, Putty. Yeah, Putty. He's in all the cartoons.
Yeah, he's the devil to me. That's where that seems about right.
Damn, this is fucked up. I gotta do some reading or something.
There's some soul searching inside of
this
that you gotta explore.
Guess I gotta go back to bell hooks.
Yeah, you're demonizing your own people. This is bad.
I know. I told you that I don't think the devil is bad though.
Yeah. No, you don't think he's bad, but
that needs to be understood in unpacking all of this.
Sure, I think that we are all complicated individuals filled with nuance. I don't think that you...
See, you're not saying it, but you're calling me a coon. I hear it in your fucking voice.
Maybe you're just a cool. You know what I mean? Maybe the end ain't there.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. All that Terry Crews nonsense.
Yeah, maybe the words coon, each letter stands for something more elevated.
What did he say? Like, cool, outside, out of pocket nigga.
But it's a hard R on that nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hard R. He knows his place.
It's in the house. Fuck. That hurts.
I will say that to your larger point, and we actually explored this a little bit on Pause with Sam J. R.I.P. I will say that we actually sat down with a self-identified devil worshiper, and one of the things that he talked about was that the suggestions of the Church of Satan and sort of like being a devil worshiper, being negative, is really just some Christian propaganda more than it is like what they believe in.
It's about being like self-sufficient, I think. Right?
Yeah, and it's really truly about like finding happiness and sort of like creating happiness and that happiness perforating to everyone around you.
So ultimately, me thinking that the devil is black is sort of like I'm the most free person ever.
Wow. I mean, it's starting to sound a little Kanye, if I'm being honest.
Don't do that to me. Yo. I do not think slavery was a choice. I'm anti-Hitler. I just have some views on the devil.
It was his black ass.
Yeah. With his big lips.
Big old devil lips.
Dancing around playing the trumpet.
See, to me, if the devil was even like pretending to be black, it like looks like when Adrian Brody did that Jamaican accent on SNL, or not? Yeah, Adrian Brody did that.
The pianist?
Yeah, you've never seen this?
I never seen this at all.
Oh, it's the reason he got banned from Saturday Night Live.
What?
Is because he came back from, I believe he was throwing to a musical guest, and he decided to put on a Bob Marley wig and a wife beater, and he throws to the musical guest in patois.
No,
he does a full patois accent and throws to the musical guest, and then Lauren was like, "You'll never come back here ever again."
Yo, wait. Was it a Jamaican musical guest?
I don't believe it. Might have been Sean Paul. Yes, I was right. It was Sean Paul. But here's what's so phenomenal about it. When they normally do the throws, they just say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Paul."
Right.
But instead, Adrian Brody goes, "Wagwan." Beep, and like goes for like 6 minutes.
Feel the eye.
One step now, it's bobsled time. He like truly does a full fucking run and then goes, Sean Paul. And then Sean Paul just has to perform like his culture wasn't destroyed by the pianist.
Yo, I don't know how I missed that. I usually love watching white people out themselves.
Yeah, no, it's truly one of the more
is it better
fascinating
or worse than
choices.
Quentin Tarantino on 106 and Park?
Oh, I don't have a great memory of Quentin Tarantino. I do remember it being.
It was during he was promoting Django.
I know it had to be Django.
And it was like him. And it was like him and Jamie Foxx was up there, and I think Samuel L. Jackson, and he just like, bro, I don't know what happened, but he was
like doing that thing that the football dude is doing right now. Was it Matt Kelsey? Where he's like code switching at all times? And shit?
But they are mad. I think they grew up around black people because his brother's like that all the time.
Yeah, but his
Travis
brother
Kelce is like that. Like, I think Travis Kelce is dating a black woman.
Yeah, but you didn't see him. Did you see him on Fallon this past week?
No.
Oh, he cleaned that up real
Travis
quick.
Kelce did?
Yeah, I know the Philly one. He's more like a big old down home white boy, but Travis Kelce.
Where are they from though? They're from like Ohio or some shit.
Yeah, but Travis Kelce sat across from Jimmy Fallon and. Buddy, he sounded like Clay Aiken the entire time. He ditched the whole. He ain't call him fam or nothing. He ain't do no cool daps. It was just a dude with a fade talking like a governor. You know what I mean?
Listen, I mean, code switching is complicated.
You're a fan. You're like, I'm not going to shit on.
I think it's hilarious. But there's a lot going on here right now.
Yeah, I mean,
first of all, I want to say
we've lost all track.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino on 106 and Park. Look it up. Oh, he was talking about Rick Ross. They were like, "Oh, the soundtrack is really good, right?" And then Quentin Tarantino's like, "Yeah, you know, we got my man Ricky Rose on the track." And,
oh no!
And then like even Jamie Foxx is kind of looking at him like, "Yo, what's this dude doing?"
Right.
And he got carried away. He got carried away. He
just Urban Dictionary'd his way through.
And listen, I'm not going to lie. Like, I haven't been drunk and then started speaking a couple Spanish words and got carried away before.
Sure.
We've all done that. We've all done that. You know what I mean? You had too many margaritas, and now you're up in there like,
yeah,
senor, I want that tasahuchi my brain. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't be too mad at it. It's like we've all been there.
Yeah, it's hard to vouch for Quentin Tarantino in any of this because
I'm not vouching for Quentin Tarantino, but you've never been at like a Mexican. You've never been in Mexico.
Oh no, I'm fully identifying with you, and no, I haven't done it in Mexico. I'm not a piece of shit. I've done it to people who have at least consented to be amongst shitty Americans. I didn't go to somebody else's territory and then do the fucking accent like a piece of garbage.
It wasn't like a piece of garbage. It was like you're on the resort. It's all inclusive. My man was getting married. Like, we're drinking. There's another wedding there. And then you just start saying, because I was pretty good at Spanish at high school. I wasn't like, I ain't chicharrón. Like, it wasn't terrible. Yeah. But it was like, you get excited.
I chicharrón.
Yeah, you get excited. I was using the usted.
I got you. You were trying to go crazy with the shits.
I was also like 21. This wasn't like recently.
I do think that that I have found myself certainly feeling like a looseness around a culture that I probably shouldn't have felt.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
And being a little too liberal with the shit. That said,
what was that culture?
I'll be honest. I feel like if you've ever been to any of like the Caribbean islands, they are constantly putting on more of an accent than they actually have.
Now you're saying that they're code switching on you.
On the resort specifically, they are very like everything is yaman, and it's like, bro, there's no fucking way you talk like this in the real world. And I know that because I'm an intelligent, experienced person who has been around Jamaican motherfuckers and people from St. Lucia and shit. That said, if they do it, hey, I'm gonna do it with you.
No, man, it's like, because when you're underwater, like even like when I went to Sierra Leone, there's like no other. I'm the only one who even kind of talks like me. It just gets in there. It just
you start tinkering around with words and shit.
Yeah, but then I didn't come home speaking patois. I came home and I went to high school and I was normal. And I think maybe that's what happened to Travis Kelce.
I got you. That he knows a different way, but he's been on these resorts with niggas for too long.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's been down at the all-inclusive, drinking margaritas, getting a little too comfortable for a little too long.
And they just keep playing Project Pat around him.
Yeah, and he's just in it, you know what
he's
I
mean? Like, I don't know. This is how I talk, fam. It's
like cheese and dope. It's all I know.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I do think, to your grander point about the possibility that Rihanna is a devil worshiper, that I think these negative associations of the devil really are more part of the propaganda than we like to acknowledge, especially for Black people. I think our deep-rooted relationship with Christianity, certainly Black people in America, makes it feel like the devil has to be like this evil, looming, awful thing, and maybe the devil is, like all of us, a little more complicated than we'd like to acknowledge.
I think so, for sure. I think he definitely code switches, because I also think that, like, what has Jesus done for you?
Yeah, Facts. Grandma.
I'm just saying, like, well, I get that. I get that with my family, because my family in Africa is very Christian.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, this man has not been showing up for you.
Yeah, he's not nailing it for
no.
A big part of I would say, just the
whole diaspora,
global South. You know what I mean? Like, truly, like the fucking everything south of the equator is getting fucked. because of Jesus largely, and then not questioning everything else that happens in relation to Jesus.
Yeah, like so it's like it's less that I think that Jesus is a white man. If that's if by the way, to go back to that conversation, I
Whoa.
think Jesus is white.
So for you, Jesus has a white, almost evil upon him that
I
you're
think the
not.
Jesus that they all worship, it looks just like those pictures they paint him.
Yeah.
I think the real one was an Arab guy, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that the story they needed to exist could only exist with a white man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that it holds value for the level of control and manipulation if that's just a dark skinned Arab guy.
Exactly. I think all the terrible things they did in his name, that was in the name of a white man, bro.
Yeah. That's the motivator you need is is a lanky little white man
Yeah,
to fight for.
that's who did it. That's who did all that shit. It wasn't like an enlightened Arab man. It was a lanky little white guy.
I'm
that
not
had you-
fighting that.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I'm all about the devil, code switching, and Jesus was white.
Dark skinned devil, light skinned Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. And if
I'm
you
not
did your
fighting
Googles, you would know that I'm actually the freest person you know.
this. It's you and Kyrie, baby. You both free.
Yeah. Different documentaries, same internet.
I agree with some of what I'm hearing here. I will say that I think, and just to circle it back to the sort of like root of this conversation, I do think that even the depictions that we've seen in music and in culture for like musicians and performers relating to like devil imagery and like connections to it, Jehovah is
Right.
secretly him calling himself Jehovah because he's God, which is demonic. All that bullshit is, to me, part of them just having fun with the fun of the devil. They're just
Okay,
being silly billies with stuff
that
more
was
than
my
it is
question.
demonic.
Because I do wonder if there is a level of them doing this stuff on purpose because they know it's salacious. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know enough about rock and roll. I always hear about rock and roll people being like rock metal, they love the devil. Is it like at what point is it like is it done on purpose?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's to
Like
me at least.
it's like a gimmick is what as much as being gangster or whatever. It's like
Yeah,
the same type of thing.
I'd say that, like, look, all right, if we break it all down, right? I think anytime you're performing your religious faith, you're not really in the middle of the faith, right? That like my relationship with whatever I believe in is often a very private, sort of like intimate thing. At the
Right.
point that you're like putting on a costume, it's just being like, ain't this kind of fun and silly? You know what I mean? And that would be true of God
And to profit from it.
or yeah, exactly. That's true of God or that's true of the devil. And so I think they're just being like, let's just do some wild shit and be silly. And sometimes it's putting on angel wings, and sometimes it's putting a little tail in your butt.
Okay. I'll take that. Like it's all done in the spirit of entertainment more than it's done in the spirit of actual spirituality or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take that. I think that aligns with what I know of entertainers as well.
Yeah.
I think entertainers in general are very quick to put on different lifestyles and ideologies.
Yeah.
So I think that I think the devil, what's the difference between Rihanna having a set where she's fucking with the devil or Ashton Kutcher being into Kabbalah for 6 weeks?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're just performing a little fuck around and being like, "Hey, I make enough money at this point that I could explore something outside of
Right.
all the things that I was buried under when I was in less control, be it
Right.
less wealthy or whatever the fucking circumstances." So yeah, I'm gonna go get fucking painted on on my arm and call that
Yeah.
religion for a while and then walk away from it.
And it's like there's so many things that like I see entertainers embrace so many things where it's like you couldn't have done that if you were poor.
Right.
Being a Buddhist as a poor person, which arguably is kind of how you should do it, is a lot more difficult of a thing than to be a Buddhist when all your needs are met. You understand?
Yeah, and I'd say that's true of nearly every religion, right? Like,
yeah, it's like
so much harder to be any of this shit if you are hungry or fearful of where your next paycheck is going to come from. All
exactly.
that shit.
Of course, Russell Wilson believes in God. I would too if my life was that. If I was a world-class elite athlete, always had been. You know what I mean? Like, of course you would.
He plays.
You're blessed.
he's playing terrible football, and Subway is still making commercials with him.
Yeah, like it doesn't. It's hard to feel like. Yeah, I would think that there was a God more than I would think that I hit a genetic lottery.
Yeah, no, there's something, and that's what's also crazy with these guys is like, yeah, you hit a genetic lottery, but if you've been an elite athlete, you've seen people who hit the same genetic lottery you did that didn't make it as far, and so you trick yourself into being like, well, this is God's blessing upon me, and not just factor in that like, oh, y'all just worked insanely differently, or they like to drink more than you do. Like,
yeah, or you had
all the shit.
Or you probably had a solid family base and they didn't.
Yeah, it's like they
you know what I mean? It's like you grew up not in chaos, so it's a lot easier to like convert that. Because what is it to be an athlete or to be great at anything? It's repetition, right? And not being like knocked off that day in, day out.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we solved it.
I think we solved it. It seems like maybe Rihanna was telling us that she loves the devil up there, but who cares? She looked like she was having a great time, and we're excited that ASAP got her all chubby again. Huh?
He's an MVP.
Yeah, good for you, ASAP.
Yo, I can't believe they try to slander your name.
I'll worship whatever ASAP worships.
Hey, yeah, man.
Because it's working out. That's paying off.
And his skin is incredible.
Incredible skin, incredible life. Come on, man.
Yeah, he should believe in God.
Yeah. He don't even get his braids done that often, and he's just killing it.
Never loose.
Never loose.
They're never loose.
Can you tell the people where they can find you and what cool shit you have going on?
Yeah, I got a cartoon on Adult Swim, Royal Crackers, premieres on HBO Max April 3rd. Then you can also come find me at March 23rd through 25th. I will be at Rooster Teeth Feathers in Sunnyvale, California. March 31st through April 1st, I will be at the Dallas Comedy Club in Dallas, Texas. And April 7th through 9th, I will be at the Before You Die Festival in Anchorage, Alaska.
Hell yeah. Go see Gborie perform in some of the more obscure places that this country has to offer. He's doing all of them. And as always, you can follow me at Langston Kerman on all platforms. And if you want to send us your drops, your conspiracy theories, your own obscure locations where you'll be performing, you can send those to mymommapod@gmail.com. And please go and subscribe to the YouTube page. Go go watch the videos. We still have a lot of videos all coming up.
Speaking of the YouTube page,
yeah.
How many subscribers are we at?
There's no reason to dig into that. That's neither here nor there.
Feel like
well,
and I haven't checked in a couple days.
Look,
I think it's over 1,000.
Let's just address this now. At 1,000, I somehow was forced into doing a nunchuck tutorial, which I'm not prepared for, frankly. But I will do it. You
just have to start now.
I'm going to start now, but you will get your nunchuck tutorial. I'm not going to back out on the word that I never gave. That said, that harmonica is coming up. Harmonica tutorials at 2,000
is a lot more than 1,000.
It is a lot more, but it didn't take us very long to get to 1,000. So I'm feeling good about embarrassing myself and you embarrassing yourself shortly after.
Yeah, that's going to be bad. Also, go to moment.co and download the live stream of the live My Mama Told Me.
Yeah, the live show was fucking great.
It was incredible.
Yeah, we'd love for you to see it. We go to moment.co / my mama told me, and there you will see the chance to buy the live stream.
All the shit you want to have happen happened.
It happened.
There was singing, there was dancing.
There were people accusing each other of being Michigan J Frog as a result of their singing and dancing.
Yeah.
It was great.
Some people said other people couldn't read.
Yeah.
Rampant colorism. It was amazing.
And yeah, go see it for yourself at moment.co / my mama told me. And that's all the stuff. Okay. Bye, bitch.